Hello and welcome to Budget Fishing. Um, I've had a few requests of people asking me to show you how I make the rig that I've been using recently. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to go too much into knots and how to tie hair rigs and things like that. There are far many better videos on YouTube and various social media channels that will show you how to do the knots and bits and pieces. I will show you very, very quickly which knot I use on my rigs, but yeah, watch them if you want to see how to tie the hair rigs and bits and pieces. But yeah, I will show you how I make up the rig that I have been using recently and that has been landing the catches of all my recent hits. So I will get set up and I will walk you through it. So, as I'm at home, I've cut off a little bit of main line to start making my rig. This is Fox EOS 15-pound monofilament mainline, which I use on my reels. I just find it works very, very well. So, I've cut off a strip, so this is going to be effectively my mainline. I don't use leaders very often unless I'm going for a lot longer distance and things like that. Most of the lakes I fish are silt bottom, very little weed, and a maximum casting distance of around about sort of 20 to 40 yards. So nothing overly complicated here. So you got your end of your main line. I have a lead clip system here, as you can see on the table here. Pointy end goes on towards the end of your rod, so just slide that through like so, and then get the lead clip system pointing up towards your rod again, as I'm sure you can see there, and slide that bit on there. Nice and easy. This really is a simple rig. I've watched many overcomplicated rigs in the past. Now, every now and then I'll use a stopper bead on this. I shall just get one out of my box here a second. So every now and then I will put a little stopper bead like so. I will show you how to do that. It's not the end of the world if you don't use one, but let me just slide that on like so. So all very straightforward so far. We've got the lead clip system at that end and my stopper bead there. Quick change swivel, it's just easy, so through the eye of the needle. Now there's 1,000,001 knots you can use to tie a swivel on. I have always been a fan of the blood knot, probably because my dad made me tie it up in a pub at the age of about 7, and it's one of those things that I've just like to use and have confidence in. So choose a knot that you're confident in and tie your swivel onto the main line. Like so. A little bit of saliva. He says as he loses the tail of the knot. So swivel is now on, as you can see. There is a little bit of tag end, so cut the tag end off. Say use a knot you're happy with on this one. And effectively that is your mainline bit here. So what I do, if I'm using the bead, push the bead down over the eye of the swivel. Just gives you a little bit of protection there, stops everything bumping against it, as you can see here. Pear-shaped lead, it's 2.5 ounce pear-shaped lead. Pop that over the tag end of your lead clip like so. As you can see, this lead may have been used a couple of times. Bring the tail rubber down and slide the tail rubber over. Now, I normally go to about, my lead clips actually have a ridge, as you can see here. I normally push my tail rubber up to the ridge. I don't cover the ridge. That way, if I do get snagged or something goes too hard, I have every opportunity to drop the lead. I want to keep it as safe for the fish as possible, and the less amount of stuff in the way, then it's hopefully as safe as it can be. So all nice and easy there. For the hook, excuse the rubber I've got on there. I couldn't find a shorter one at the moment. I've got a pre-tied Fox 8-inch hair rig. I will trim the rubber down. I've just thrown this on quickly for the purpose of the video. Let me just focus in a little bit better. So, and then what you do is, it's got a loop at the end, a tied loop at the end here. Got the quick change swivel, and you just hook it over the end of the swivel there. This ends up being really fiddly and awkward when you're trying to do it on video. And hook on your little swine. Quick changes ended up being not so quick. Helps if I open it up a little bit more. So that's hooked on nice and easily there. And then pull the rubber up over the end of the swivel, and its the rig is complete. So you've got the bead there protecting the swivel and the knots and everything in that area. You've got your lead clip system, which can slide up and down a little bit, obviously as you pull your line tight, subject to how you fish. That will go down onto the deck. Your rig will come down, and you've got plenty of run. Now it ends up being a little bit of a bolt rig, so as the fish picks up the element there, the weight of the lead will obviously help, and you're not going to drop the lead in the lake. I don't need to drop leads without there because there's no weed. I know lots of these, the Corda videos and everything they say about dropping leads, but if you look at the venues they're using, it's not necessary if you haven't got a load of weed. If you have got weed, then yes, I can understand dropping the lead to get the fish up out of the water. But all nice and straightforward. Obviously, I've not put any bait on the end of it yet because use whatever you're happy with. Like I say, the bead here isn't an essential. It's just something I like to use every now and then to protect the swivel and the knot down that end. But yeah, any questions with regards to what you've seen, anything you're not happy with, whatever it may be, then please feel free to ask. But as you can see, plenty safe, nice and quick, easy to change over with different rigs, different hairs, sorry. Have multiple made up, and then as you bring them in, you quickly unclip and away you go. If anything breaks, we've got lead drop, nice and easy. If the fish snags up or the line snaps, at least everything is gone, and there'll be very little trailing, if anything trailing. So like I say, once again, any questions, please feel free to ask. Anything else you would like to see, then please feel free to mention. But yeah, hopefully for those that you've asked, there it is, all very, very nice and simple. And hopefully you'll, if you use it, it'll land you a few in the future. Cheers, take care.